fired some stuff out, but not too much, just to sort of keep it interesting. This one. I think he likes the brown bait. Just recasted it. Try and let this remain. Got him out, got him out. Nice tench. Nice tench. There's some snags down there. Some muck's been chopped out. Branch down there, and that's where he went. It's a clonker. That is an absolute clonker. I think he likes my ground bait. I think he likes my ground bait. Nearly got away. Hooked. So, what a beautiful tench. Got a long fish. But, hello mate. How are you? That's a female one. Look at that. Absolute clonker. Didn't you? Nearly got away, didn't you? Nearly got away. What about that then? Right, let's put him back. Gently. Gently, gently, gently. You should put him back in there. There's a bloody branch down there. Nearly. I don't know if you saw it on there, but I had to slacken it off. But he was well hooked anyway, so it didn't make no difference. Yeah, so we just come away from the lake on the other side. Reasons being because I not fished it. That's the first time I fished it, and I just ain't got a lot of confidence in it today. Water was a bit clear. Bumped into a chap. He said some crucian carp been put in there, but I just and he spoke about this lake, coming back to this lake. So you know, I was like, well, that's a no-brainer. So I'm just off the trees. You need to be right underneath there, as close as you dare. So, and I've got another one. Where are we? I've got another one just off that point there, off that tree. Not the one closest to us, but the one furthest at the back. And I walked round and lobbed some ground bait to it. And the line's shooting off over there. It's got two in two different areas. So, got more confidence in this lake. I've had 7 tench out of here. So, we've got another one, that'll be good. Right. So we're just rigged up. And we've got same old, fishing on the bottom. And fishing a method feeder, fishing a lake, not fished this lake before. This is a match pool. Good day sport is guaranteed apparently, but I've had a rod in the water for about half an hour, 45 minutes, not even had a twitch. So, cloudy overhead, warm, we'll see how long we last in here. But yeah, I mean, I've not fished it before. Carp, tench, might be a few skimmers in here, might be a biggish roach in here, let's put some perch and things like that, but it's the carp and the tench we're after. They're not big carp in here, they'll be just smallish sort of carp, but we're just going to persevere with it and see if something unfolds. Got the net over here, look, ready. Just trimmed a little bit of the bushes there, doesn't look like anyone's been in here for a while, and we're set up there. And yeah, so keep you posted. Right, so this is the third leg of the day we're trying, and I'm just going to give it a few hours because I was just getting fed up with just sitting there in the other lake. I've had one tench today, So, net up there, ready in case. I'll chuck a little bit of bait in. Here, in here, there's some big bream. I mean, I'm talking seriously big bream in here, if you can find them. You get double figure bream in here. There's big tench in here. There's a few carp in here as well, big carp. But it's like a desert out there. It's the sort of place you just want to try now and again. So, get surprised, you've got to be in it to win it. In it to win it. A drink. Plus one Guru 24 gram system today. A little bugger. There. Oh my God, so tired. So we could do really putting a few little pellets out in bits and pieces. So, what have we got? 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 Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Can't see the bottom. I know it's fairly deep. It's just plain out lines. It's going down. Not get surprised. Easy when the wind's with you. Fire out a small amount of everything really, to bait up the area. Give it a bit of everything. Well, it's a lovely day, really relaxing, and I just thought I'd just flip the camera on for a few minutes. I'm starting to get sleepy actually, so I thought I'd better just do it. So we've chucked out a little bit of bait as well, just to, you know, if there's anything in the area, just to keep me sort of amused, hoik them in, so to speak. There's a few little roach and rudd about, but this lake here, this is a huge lake, it's about 30 acres, something like that. There's a few big carp in here, there's some big tench in here, and there is some ginormous bream. I think like the record bream came from here or something. It's about £18 or something, but they regularly get good ones. But it is hit and miss. I mean, you know, it's hard. It's what you would describe as sort of hard water, but it's worth a go every now and again. I do actually have a license for another rod, but I only bought two today because I was in a two rod lake earlier. I've got my Polaroids on. I can't see the bottom. Angle of the lines, it's not deep there. To the left looks a little bit deeper, but I fished a swim a few months back that way by about 100 yards, and that was really deep. So this is a gravel pit, you see, dug about 40-50 years ago, and yeah, so anything could sort of happen really. This is just a few hours. I'm not going to stay too late. I'm just going to give it probably another hour, and then that'll be it. Pull the car up and we'll pack the gear away and go. It's as simple as that. So yeah, But it's just worth a try, because if we do get a take in here, that's probably going to be something a bit different. It'll either be a good sized tench, it could be a bream, could even be a carp. But we're just sort of keeping an eye on things. You'll certainly know with a fish like that, you'd certainly know about it on this gear, because this gear is relatively light. But there you go. There you go. Good line bite. Yeah, there's definitely some bubbles coming up in and around that area. Not far away. First load of bubbles were right on top of that little maze. Chuck too much fucking gear in. Another one fishing off a tree area just over there. So it's nice and cloudy today, so you've still got, if you're not right under some trees, you've still got a bit of cover. I like to get my gear right. There you are, let's have a drink. Let's have a drink and have a gander. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a tench right over my gear on this rod here. Just off that tree there. Not sure you can see it very well, but let me see what you can see. Bubbles right underneath it. Just fired in a load of ground bait. Sometimes you get bubbles right where your gear is and you don't get nothing. Oh, it's good. Scopex squid are definitely the best smelling boilies I've ever smelled. So, tench bubbles there. Rods here. So there's not much more I can do really, other than position you there. See if something happens. I've had one. Obviously, I'm not used to fishing this swim because the other swims sort of pretty much you've got to be tight to them, tight to the trees. Oh, what's that out there? So I've got one tucked in right down here. I don't know if I'm wasting my time with that one. I might try and get that one out a bit and just cast beyond the tree a bit. Because this one is sort of where them bubbles are. We had a drop back and I missed it. But they usually, on a drop back, they usually hooked up. Somebody said there's some £2 roach in here. Be different. Be different. What was that? Do. Nice day for it. Nice day for fishing. Freshwater fishing. Dark. I don't chuck any more crap in. Bubbles coming up underneath that tree. well, we're on the board anyway. We started off in another lake round the side there, and I just didn't have the patience for it. It was very clear, and there was weed. There was weed getting on as I was winding in. There was weed getting on the hook and the bait, and I just thought, ugh. I just thought, you'll sit here all bloody day. And my argument was we give it a couple of hours, and we didn't have a bite at all. It's probably there an hour and a half, and I'm like thinking, well, on a day like this, you should be getting bites. So if you're not getting bites, just move. If your gut is saying move, move. Do not sit there. And I moved, and we caught a nice tench. Just moved to the different lake. So that says it all, really. But it's not like I'm lucky. I'm lucky to get that one. I'm pleased with that one. I nearly lost it. I don't know if you can see it on there. But there's a snag or something down here. Now I wound in, casting that way, and lost a set of gear, lost a hook trace. And then we had the hook the fish on over here. He come round this side here, and he just locked up. Yeah, that's it. I think. That's a real pronounced whack. Yeah, so we just released off the bailan, see if he'd swim out a little bit, and he did. But wherever he had got to, that was locked up. He was, you know. So we released it off, and he moved a little bit, enough for me to. But he was still caught up in it because I could feel it. But it was enough to get, you know, from the direction he was pointing, or he got himself. If we get another one, I've got to avoid this area here. It looks like, well, it's a branch or something just there. And he went straight for it. So, I've got to try and keep away from that. I might put this one on a slightly different place. I might put it sort of a bit further out. Beyond.